Jenny Ryan, known to millions for her razor-sharp intellect and unforgettable presence on The Chase, has always been larger than life. With her blazing confidence, quick comebacks, and that iconic gaze that could send even the bravest contestant into a panic, she became one of the show's brightest stars. To fans, she was unshakable, untouchable, a force of pure brilliance wrapped in wit. But behind that bold exterior, a quieter and far more human story was unfolding, one that no quiz question could prepare her for. Everything began months earlier, long before the public sensed anything was wrong. Jenny continued appearing on screen with her usual charisma, but keen-eyed viewers began spotting clues. A few missed episodes, a rare moment where she seemed a bit tired, a softer tone here, a slightly distracted expression there. Fans whispered theories, but out of respect, most stayed silent. After all, Jenny's personal life had always been something she protected fiercely. Then the truth arrived, not through tabloids, not through rumors, but directly from Jenny herself. In a deeply personal message, she revealed that she had been quietly battling a serious health condition, something that had forced her to step back, reevaluate her life, and endure one of the toughest emotional journeys she had ever faced. For someone praised for her mental stamina, the challenge felt overwhelming. She began by explaining that she first thought her symptoms were caused by stress or exhaustion or the non-stop schedule that came with being both a performer and a public figure. Like many hardworking people, she brushed them aside. "I thought it was just life catching up with me," she admitted. But as the fatigue became heavier and the discomfort refused to fade, she knew she needed answers. The medical tests came, more evaluations, more waiting. And then came the moment that changed everything. The moment doctors delivered news she hadn't expected, news she wasn't emotionally prepared for. Even though Jenny did not share the exact details publicly, she described the moment with heartbreaking honesty. "It felt like the world around me went silent," she wrote. "I didn't feel strong, I didn't feel clever, I just felt scared." Those words hit fans like a wave. Jenny Ryan, the unstoppable mastermind, the witty powerhouse, was vulnerable. And suddenly, millions of people saw not the vixen, not the quiz champion, but the woman behind it all. A woman who had been quietly carrying a burden she didn't want to trouble anyone with. But she wasn't alone, not even for a moment. From the moment she received the news, the people closest to her stepped in. Her family brought comfort, her longtime friends brought laughter, and her fellow chasers became her emotional armor. Bradley Walsh, who has worked beside her for years, was one of the first to reach out. Those close to them say he was shaken, emotional, and determined to lift her spirits. Mark, Ann, and Sean joined in too, checking on her constantly, sending jokes, encouragement, and the kind of banter only teammates can get away with. Jenny affectionately called them her little fortress of strength, and it was clear that their love played a powerful role in helping her stay grounded. But through all the supportive messages, one thing became beautifully clear. Jenny is adored, not just for her brain, but for her heart. ITV released a warm message promising her the space she needed, the time she deserved, and a guaranteed place waiting for her whenever she felt ready. Colleagues sent private notes, fans sent thousands of uplifting messages, celebrities posted tributes, quiz communities organized virtual get-well groups. The outpouring was overwhelming. Jenny decided to share a message directly with her fans, one filled with gratitude and fierce determination. She thanked everyone for noticing her absence, for caring, and for sending hope her way. But she made one thing crystal clear. She was ready to fight, she was staying positive, and she was determined to recover. She even slipped in a few bits of humor, classic Jenny. She joked that her closest friends had suddenly become her personal cheer squad, and that she never realized how many people could deliver motivational speeches without being asked.
She teased that her fellow chasers were now convinced she would use the downtime to study even more trivia, returning as an even scarier opponent. Fans loved it. They loved that even in a vulnerable moment, Jenny's spirit remained unbroken. Jenny shared that she had already started treatment, guided by a skilled team of specialists who were supporting her every step of the way. She acknowledged that the journey ahead wouldn't be simple, but she believed deeply in hope, healing, and the strength she had built over years of resilience. And through all it all, one thing continued to shine brighter than anything else: her determination. She made sure to end her message with a promise. "I'm not saying goodbye. I'm just focusing on myself for a while. I'll be back when I'm ready." That one line brought comfort to millions. Colleagues echoed the same sentiment. They would welcome her back whenever she felt strong enough. Her seat wasn't going anywhere. Her place in fans' hearts certainly wasn't either. As the world absorbed her revelation, something beautiful happened. People didn't just send sympathy, they sent unity. Quiz fans, casual viewers, and people from across the globe shared their admiration for Jenny's kindness, humor, intelligence, and bravery. Messages poured in, calling her inspiring, empowering, and beloved. And through every message, every post, every show of support, one truth remained unshakable. Jenny Ryan is not facing this alone. Her loved ones are beside her. Her colleagues stand proudly with her. Her fans cheer for her louder than ever. The world has always admired Jenny Ryan for her mind. Today, they admire her even more for her courage.